Hello everyone, my name is Chase, aka Sci-Fight, and I'm here talking to the main tank for Clockwork Vendetta, Minimi.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired, but other than that, yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, the grind is real.
Yeah.
So, first question, for those who aren't familiar with you, who is Clockwork Vendetta?
So, Clockwork Vendetta is a team that originally used to be a meme. Like, we kind of just started out and we're like, okay, let's get a bunch of one tricks together and, yeah, try our best in open division. We kind of didn't think that we wouldn't get far, but we ended up, in the first season we played together, we ended up rank 4, as back then we were called no UTP. Then after that we were kind of just like splitting up and weren't sure how the path is going to go. But then Purge hit us up again and said, hey, you want to join us again? And yeah, we're going to play together again as Clockwork Vendetta. Then I think like Moose and me were the first two who got back in, and after that we picked people up one by one, and we got in Ricky as May, and we picked up Delta from Ladder, which was pretty lucky, or Engineer as most people know him. He's kinda nuts. And yeah, that's how we started out, and now we're sitting 4-0 in trials, going into contenders next season, and yeah, it's looking pretty good.
It is looking really good, and yeah, you guys have secured your spot in contenders. Right now, you guys are 4-0 with a map score of +10, looking to complete the sweep, go full 21-0 with your squad here. I'll move on to the second question, which is you're on a team that really hasn't changed your game plan much. You guys often like to run Torb, May, Orisa, Hog. Why keep the same composition?
Because we're one tricks, pretty much. No, we are just like, we tried out different stuff as well. We got in Shock, who's our coach now pretty much, but we got in Shock as our main tank sub. We tried out some Orisa Reinhardt strats, we tried out Reinhardt Zarya strats, but we found out that like Orisa Roadhog is just our thing and it works for us, and yeah, that's just what we're best at. And with the DPS lineup, I think it's more like random that we got in this insane duo. Like, we started out with Purge, and then we found out that May works insanely well with Torb, especially with our comp. And yeah, we build up our synergy mainly in ranked, and that's how we just get better and better. And yeah, why would we switch a comp that's working completely fine for us?
Exactly, and you guys have gone 20-0 so far, so yeah, kudos to you guys. Move on to the next question. A lot of people have doubted your team for being one tricks, and yet you guys have really been so dominant in the open division and trial scene. How has the doubt affected you and your team?
I think it's mainly in a positive way. Like, most of us don't really take the trash talk negatively anymore. Like, we get flamed in ranked all the time, and just we just try our best on our hero and try to win games with it, and people still just doubt us and trash talk us or flame us or whatever. But we just see it as a challenge that we need to prove them and need to show them that we're better and that we can get far even if we just play one hero, and try to get as high as we can with this one. So it's just fueling our energy pretty much.
That's awesome. That's really good to hear. What's the largest factor that's attributed to your success in EU so far? Is there any particular player or?
I think our biggest factor is that we are all insanely skilled on our one hero that we always practice and have like 500 hours or more in it, each of us. And whenever we get in the situation that we are not used to, we just can adapt on the fly and know what to do because we just have the practice on those heroes. We know how to react to whatever comes to our way, and yeah, I mean, we don't really have synergy in the way that we communicate well, I think. We often overuse ults and just don't really coordinate our team fights that well, but it always works in the end because we know what to do in the solo scenario, and that works in the team as well for us. And I try my best to like shot call and ult track and stuff, because I used to be a squadman before switching to Orisa. I played in the World Cup as well for Team Austria, and there I learned a lot about ult tracking and like strat calling. and yeah, I try to take that part over. It's still pretty hard for me because I'm not used to doing that while playing main tank, but it's getting better over time, and maybe we'll pick up a real coach to like help us out with stuff like this. But for now, we'll try to stick with what we've got.
So what you're saying, basically, is that you're the key factor to the team's success because you've had a lot of fundamentals experience with the Austria World Cup.
I guess not really the key factor because like I'm only doing the calling stuff. The team is helping me as well with it, but like we are all. I think we're all the key factor in our team because when someone fucks up, like for example when Moose goes in the backline for a huge flank and gets caught out, we just say okay, we got this. We're 5v6, but we can still clutch it with our comp. Like if you get one decent ball or one decent hook or sleep, one decent pull or sleep or whatever, we can still clutch it. So like I think our team is kind of unique that we just carry each other from time to time, and whoever messes up just gets made up by the teammates. So we're just working well together.
Yeah, that's a really humble answer too. I recognize that you guys have had past experience, and it's not just a team that has come out of nowhere. You guys actually have, or at least some of you, some of the players have had past experiences through the Overwatch competitive scene too. So last question going to be, any plans for the future that we should know about, or any specific changes for the team?
Yeah, we've got some changes coming up that we don't really want to talk about too much because it's still kind of a secret and we don't want people to know about it. But yeah, mainly I don't think we have that many big changes coming up. We're gonna stick to what we know and try our best with it, and maybe get some help externally. But yeah, we're gonna try to keep it in our group and yeah, see how far we can go in contenders as well. I think our main goal is to not drop down back into trials. So hopefully that works out first, and everything else would just be the cherry on the top, pretty much.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's pretty humble aspirations too. When you think about it, your goal is just not to be last and get relegated. It makes a lot of sense though, coming straight up from Open Division and Trials, right? Your goal isn't too crazy off, but well, thank you so much, Bernard, for the interview. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Good luck in your last game. This will be recorded before the last game of Clockwork Vendetta in the trial scene. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for your time, and I'm sure we'll see you guys again sometime.